So this bike here, this Rally Traveller 1970s push bike, was originally owned by Princess Diana when she was Lady Diana Spencer and she lived and worked in Earl's Court in London. This was her mode of transport. So from about 1979 to 1981, this was how she trundled around. It's changed hands several times. It was originally given to a friend of hers, and here's the letter from the friend to say that the bike used to belong to her. That is the proof that it was hers, and it's a one of a kind, and outwardly it's just an ordinary rally bike, but owned by a princess and an icon. So this is coming up for sale in our next antique sale. The estimate is 15 to 20,000, and already worldwide interest in this, so we're hoping for an exciting auction. We were interviewed on Woman's Hour and BBC News, CBS, so we've been seen all over the world. So if we can't sell it, it's not my fault. So that's part of the antique sale. Next to it is the most impressive clock I've ever seen. It's a fabulous thing. You'll never find one more impressive than this. This has been in the same local family for probably the last 70 or 80 years, I should think. It's a late 19th century table clock, and it's one of a pair, and the other is in the Guildhall in London. There's no maker's marks on it. We don't know who made it, but it is the most fabulous clock. It has this automaton in the top here with a blacksmith banging his anvil, and then once an hour someone comes out of the door here and tings the bell. It has a full calendar dial, and it chimes on bells. It's the most amazing thing. It'll probably chime in a minute, but what a huge clock. And really, if you have the space for something like this, you know, the estimate is 25 to 50,000. It's just going to bang on cue. There's the half hour. Beautiful thing. It's a top quality clock, covered in bronze, and just one of a kind, or two of a kind actually, but the other one is in the Guildhall, so will never be sold. So that's part of this sale as well. One of the most exciting clocks I've ever seen. Here is a genuine Benin bronze. This is an ancestral portrait group of 3 warriors, and if you look closely, the casting, it just shows you the tattoos that they have all over. It's incredible. Now, the amazing thing about this is that it's either 16th or 17th century, that they were able to make a casting like that in Benin, in a tribal village, that they could produce that sort of casting. It comes with a laboratory report that confirms the period, so we're assured that it is 16th or 17th century. What an amazing thing. So what else have we got? Well, next to it is it's a modern work, this, Angels and Demons. It's by Chris Watson, who is a modern artist. And isn't that fun? And this is by him as well, on the table. A raptor claw with a gun. And so we have about 20 or 25 works by him in this sale, all this sort of thing, some sculptures and some paintings. Great fun. Next to it is another genuine antiquity. This is a Tang Dynasty Chinese pottery camel. So this is over 1,000 years old. It again comes with a laboratory report just confirming the period of it, and the estimate of this is going to be between 1 and 2,000. In front of it is a small selection of some of the jewellery in this time, some beautiful rings this time, and in the centre is this diamond line bracelet, which is about 13 carats of diamonds in total, and the estimate on that is about 12 to 15,000. That's one of the better bits of jewellery, but there's plenty of other jewellery and lots of affordable pieces this time. And actually over here are some more Beautiful pieces of jewellery. Look at that sapphire and diamond pendant and chain there. So worth looking through the website for some of the jewellery. Next to it, this is interesting. This is a postcard of the Titanic that was posted a week after it sank. It has the postmark for Cowes, April the 18th, 1912, so it's 1 week after it sank. And it says, I was in the garden and saw the Titanic go out last Wednesday. Reggie Butler, brother to the landlord of the Granada, was a passenger and is missing. It's terribly sad. Did you have a nice view of the eclipse today? Etc. That's interesting. And this is another rare item. This is a Fremington Pottery jug from Devon, probably by George Fishley. And we had a few items by him in our last sale that were hotly contested, but there's just so much detail on this sort of beautiful handmade piece of folk art. We have a Rolex here, which is solid gold, and it's in as good as new condition. In fact, it is as new condition. It is all 18 karat gold with a mother of pearl dial. It's absolutely immaculate, and the reason for that is that it's literally just come back from a service from Mappin and Webb. It was sent for service by them, and they said they would only service it if it had a new dial and new hands. So it's come back with the service documents. I think the service was about £2,000, wasn't it? Yes. The estimate, it's going to be, well, the estimate's 5,000 to 8,000, but it's likely to be at the top end of that, and really well worth that. Probably should be closer to 10,000, I should think, realistically. Next to it, this is interesting. Caught my eye. It's, for some reason, it's a genuine Roman carving. So this is marble. It's carved out of one lump of marble. And this is Hercules. So it's quite small, but 2,000 years old. And then there's another interesting tile, but this is much more modern. This is St Ives pottery. That's quite an interesting thing. So those are some of the star lots in our auction at the end of the month, which is going to be a 3-day sale. It's all on the internet, so you can browse through all these, and these are really just a handful. It was such a struggle trying to find just a few things to talk about because I have a room full of it here. So I'd recommend having a look at the website. There are 3 days of auctions. So we have day 1 is with the ceramics, bronzes, works of art, collectibles, fascinating lot of stuff. There's nearly 500 lots on that day. Day 2 is clocks, including this, long case clocks as well behind here, and watches, the Rolex, silver and jewellery, about 500 lots, something like that. And then day 3, we have a separate mid-century sale, so well worth browsing through that. Some interesting furniture and mid-century pottery and pictures. So there's about 250 lots in that sale. And then in the afternoon on the Friday is our art sale. So we have the Chris Watson pictures and sculptures and some other really interesting pictures in that sale. That's on the Friday afternoon. But please have a look through the website, and we'll be open for viewing for this sale on the Monday and Tuesday before the sale, and then the sale is on the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I hope to see you. Thank you.